Welcome to Too Fond of Books. My name is Janelle and this is another bookshelf tour. In this video I'm going to show you the bottom two shelves on our bookshelf here. These are all pretty much, I would say all of them are non-fiction, so I hope you enjoy this little peek at our shelves. This is the very bottom shelf on our this bookshelf. Now these are all, most of these are actually, we got them in Bible school. Both Erin and I have Bible school degrees, and so these are all theology textbooks or biblical history, biblical studies, hermeneutics, all that kind of stuff. And so I'm not going to go into detail here. This is pretty specialized, but I'll just give you a glimpse of what we have there. Then moving up to this second shelf, we have, sitting on top here, we have Barbara Mertz's Temples, Tombs, and Hieroglyphs, A Popular History of Ancient Egypt. And then starting from the corner here, I don't know if you can read that, but that brown one is A Concise History of the Common Law by Theodore Plunkett, 5th edition. English Poetry and Prose of the Romantic Movement, revised edition, Woods, Scott, and someone? Oh, Foreman, probably. A Concise Introduction to Logic by Hurley. This is the 8th edition. Ooh, it's got a CD-ROM. So you can tell the age of that book from there. This is Scotland, Land of Colour by George Scott Moncrief. All the Queen's Men, Elizabeth I and Her Courtiers by Neville Williams. Antonia Fraser, Faith and Treason, The Story of the Gunpowder Plot. Antonia Fraser, Royal Charles, Charles II and the Restoration. The Hotel on Place Vendôme by Tilar J. Mazzio. Life, Death, and Betrayal at the Hotel Ritz in Paris. Behind Closed Doors, At Home in Georgian England by Amanda Vickery. And then sitting up above here, this is A Social History of England by Asa Briggs. The Story of Britain by Rebecca Fraser, From the Romans to the Present, A Narrative History. Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee by D. Brown. Royal Blood, Richard III and the Mystery of the Two Princes by Bertram Fields. Uncle Jack by Tony Williams with Humphrey Price. The True Identity of Jack the Ripper, Britain's Most Notorious Murderer, Revealed at Last. I love those books that claim to have figured that one out. Rigged, The True Story of an Ivy League Kid Who Changed the World of Oil from Wall Street to Dubai by Ben Mesrick. The Smuggler, No Gentleman, Smuggling with Violence Around Christchurch and Poole Bays by M.A. Hodges, M.A. This one is called Not in Front of the Servants by Dawes. And then up above it is another Antonia Fraser, Love and Louis XIV, The Women in the Life of the Sun King. All right, Close Quarter Battle, A Guide to Unarmed Combat and Close Quarter Shooting by Mark V. Lonsdale. Death's Acre, Inside the Legendary Forensic Lab, The Body Farm, Where the Dead Do Tell Tales by Dr. Bill Bass and John Jefferson. Isaac's Storm by Eric Larson, A Man, a Time, and the Deadliest Hurricane in History. Sussex, Kent, and Surrey, 1939 by Richard Wyndham. James Shapiro, 1606, Shakespeare and the Year of Lear. All right, another one sitting on top. This is The Scream Goes Through the House, What Literature Teaches Us About Life by Arnold Weinstein. And Wallace and Edward, Letters 1931 to 1937, The Intimate Correspondence of the Duke and Duchess of Windsor, edited by Michael Bloch. The King's Jaunt by John Preble. Fenian Fire, The British Government Plot to Assassinate Queen Victoria by Christy Campbell. Edinburgh, A History of the City by Michael Fry. The Perfect Meal, In Search of the Lost Tastes of France by John Baxter. The Queen's Agent by John Cooper, Francis Walsingham and at the Court of Elizabeth I. John Ingram, Theatre of the Mind, Raising the Curtain of Consciousness. Hey, this is Jane Austen's England, Daily Life in the Georgian and Regency Periods by Roy and Leslie Adkins. And What Matters in Jane Austen, 20 Crucial Puzzles Solved by John Mullen. Frozen in Time, Unlocking the Secrets of the Franklin Expedition, Owen Beatty and John Keeger. From their ice-shrouded graves, 3 19th century seamen reveal the chilling fate of a doomed Arctic expedition. All right, The Bletchley Girls by Tessa Dunlop. War, Secrecy, Love, and Loss. The women of Bletchley Park tell their story. Nero Wolfe of West 35th Street, The Life and Times of America's Largest Private Detective by William S. Baring Gould. Paris 1919, 6 Months That Changed the World by Margaret Macmillan. Seinfeld Forever. The ultimate fact-filled farewell guide to America's #1 comedy. I love Seinfeld. It's my favorite TV show. So of course I'm going to have some memorabilia. This is Her Majesty's Tower of London by Sir Thomas Butler. And Simple Heraldry by Ian Moncrief of Easter Moncrief. Whew. And people with a lot of titles after their names. And the Bayeux Tapestry and the Norman Invasion. Up here is Conan Doyle for the Defense, how Sherlock Holmes' creator turned real-life detective and freed a man wrongly imprisoned for murder by Margaret Fox. Otley and District, Britain in Old Photographs by Paul Wood. Young Canada's Nursery Rhymes, illustrated by Constance Hasselwood. Classical Music for Dummies, A Reference for the Rest of Us by David Pogue and Scott Speck. How to Enjoy Opera by Charles Osborne. All the Math You'll Ever Need, a Self-Teaching Guide by Steve Slavin. That one is for me. I am not good at math. Okay, and then we are almost at the end here. We have Nutrition for Dummies by Carol Ann Rinsler. Landscaping Principles and Practices by Jack E. Ingalls. And The Complete Book of Patio and Container Gardening by Robin Williams, Mary Jane Hopes, and Robin Templer Williams. All right, there you have it. That is our bookshelf tour for today. Have you read any of these books? Do any of these books sound interesting to you? I would love to chat with you about them in the comment section down below, and I will see you for another video soon. Bye.